The next stage of algebra I want to talk about is the one that has to do with some numbers where you have two signs in between, minus and plus or plus and minus. Before I go into that, I will give you the key that you need to know to help you, to guide you in knowing what is happening. So, like you can see here, minus times minus is plus, plus times plus now is actually plus. So what we are having here, in order to be able to retain and remember in time, the way we normally do it is that when we are dealing with the signs there, we are having a multiplication of the same sign, which is minus and minus, you see that it's plus. Plus times plus give us what? Plus. But when it is minus plus or plus minus is actually minus, it's a very easy way for you to be able to remember so that you don't start trying to rack your brain to memorize minus and plus is equal to minus or whatever. Just know that when the signs are the same, it is actually plus, and when they are different, it's actually minus. Very simple. Now, why did I give you this one? I want to give you a question here. Example, let me say example 5, if I am correct. Here I have minus 7 minus plus 2. In this case, you will see clearly that I'm having minus and plus in between, and it's not possible for us to use these two signs at the same time. So take note of this. Some people, you teach them question, they will say minus times plus. They don't know which and which you're multiplying. That case come up in situation like this. And the next one we are going to, I'm going to tell you where you multiply signs, not just anyhow question that people say minus and plus. No, this is exactly what is happening. The signs are coming in between 7 and 2, plus and minus. It could be minus minus. I will give you an example on that. Now, when we do that, the first thing we do, going by what we have on the board, you can see we have one, they are different here, which is plus and minus. This is what? If we do the evaluation, you see that it gives us minus. So we now have minus 7, minus 2. Going by what I explained previously in my previous video, you will see that I'm going 7, I'm going 2 here, which will give me what? Minus 9. If you want to use it in alphabet, you will still see that you're going to get the same thing. So this is exactly what it's all about. So whenever you have signs, okay, let me give you one additional example just to make a clarification, explanation of what I am talking about. Okay, in a situation like this, don't forget, I don't need to tell you that this one is plus 8 because I said if it doesn't carry sign, it's carrying invisible plus. So don't forget that. If you forget it, you miss up everything. Now, from what I said, look at what you have on the board. You have minus and minus there, in between, like you can see, in between, don't forget. So when you have it like this, now 8, this one will give us what? Plus. So plus 8 plus 2. I'm having these two together. So everything will give me plus 10 or 10. Either you call it plus 8 or plus 10. You are very, very correct whenever you do something like this. So nobody anywhere should be able to tell you that what you are doing is wrong. This is a very good platform for you to understand this thing very, very well because many times for people who are just starting mathematics, who are afraid of mathematics, these are little problems that they face that get them confused. When we are done with this, I think, having known this, we will now talk about multiplication in this algebra. Multiplication, I'm still going to division. Multiplication, I want to do that. This one is example 6, then this is example 7. In the case of multiplication, for instance, let me assume this one is minus 5 times 4. Minus 5 times 4. Like I said earlier, there is an invisible plus here. Nobody tells you that you are supposed to know. In this case, we are dealing with a number that has minus sign here, and this one is carrying plus. So don't forget, the first thing we do here is to multiply their signs before we talk about the numbers. Minus times plus will give me what? Minus, from what you are seeing there on the board. Then 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, example 8. Let me just talk about this. Minus 5 times minus 4. I think this is self-explanatory from here now. You cannot see that minus times minus. This is where we multiply signs. Not the situation whereby we have minus 5 plus 4. We will not be saying minus times plus. No. This is the situation where we multiply signs. First of all, you see minus times minus will give us what? Plus. 5 times 4, don't forget, will give us what? 20. So we now have minus, first of all, you multiply the signs, minus times minus will give us plus, then 5 times 4 will give us what? 20. So it's that simple. So whenever you come across a question like this is exactly what you need to do. You get to what you do. So this is where we multiply signs. The previous example I just gave you now, and this kind of situation, this is where we multiply plus and minus. So it doesn't happen in other ones that we started in the previous video. This one is the peculiar case where we multiply signs. Then we go to example 9. In example 9, we'll be talking about division. What I normally do, this is it. So remove the multiplication there and just put the division sign there. It will give you the same thing. What I'm saying in essence is that all this multiplication, if it was to be division, minus divide minus, it will give me plus. If it was to be division that is here, it will give me minus. If it was to be division that was here, it will give me minus. If it was to be division that was here, it will give me plus. So it's the same thing for division. So if we now have minus 8 divided by 2, which is plus 2, divisible plus 2. Don't forget, doing this, what it means is minus 8 over 2. That's what it means. First of all, we divide the sign. Divisible plus divided by minus will give us what? Minus. 2 into 8 will give us what? 4. So you can see it's going to give us minus 4 based on the knowledge of what you know. Then, example 10, I think I should be rounding up with this. It's that simple. It's that simple. So, if example 10, I want to use the same number, but I'm going to use minus 8 divide minus 2 at this time. No longer just 2. 2 is the same thing as plus 2. So in this case, we are not going to have minus 8 over minus 2. Minus divide minus will give us what? Plus from what you are seeing there. So it will now give us 4. So we now have 4 or plus 4 or plus 4. It will give us 4 or plus 4. So with this, I think any students who have been having problem with this kind of algebra have been having problem with it, and it's looking so strange because when we start using our heads alongside with it, maybe that's where the confusion comes most times, but it's straightforward. This is just the principle. Nothing changes it anytime, any day. So this is what you need to know. Thank you very much. We're going to talk about that aspect of mathematics as a beginner in mathematics. If you follow my channel, follow my videos, I strongly believe that you are going to know what you are doing in no distant time. Thank you very much.